Hello, and welcome to our Cerenade video. In this video, we will talk about creating client profiles in the eIMMIGRATION software. Before we talk about how to create, let's talk about why we should create them. Client profiles are essential to be able to populate data into forms and also to be able to run reports. Without it, you may find yourself retyping the same information over and over again, should you just go directly to the forms. Inputting the data into a client profile saves you time. From the home page of eIMMIGRATION, click on the plus sign on the left and select Clients and Contacts. Here you will enter details about the individual such as their name, gender, and other information you may have such as their email or phone. Should you want to create a business client profile, for example a company, switch it to business and you will be asked to enter the name of the business client, their status, and their email. Let us first look at creating an individual client profile, but we will then talk about building a business client profile. Let us proceed by clicking Create Contact. You are now inside the client's profile. You will notice tabs on the right. Each tab will take you into a specific area of the client profile to view and edit. Right now, you are in the general info page and can start inputting information such as phone numbers, emails, birth information, and more. Once you enter the information, click on Save and you have now updated the profile. Sections on the right that you can add and update are other names the client may have, biographic info, which is the height, weight, and more, their current address, their custom fields, which will be discussed in another video, the history of the client, which is divided into previous addresses, previous employments, educations, abroad trips, and marriages. Within each one of these sections, you have the ability to enter more than one response. You will also have the option to link family members here. Should you want to add a family member, click on Link Member, where you will be asked to either locate a profile for that family member or create a new one. Once either linking a profile or creating a profile, you will be asked to select a relationship. By clicking Link, you have now established a relationship, which will come in handy when a form asks for relatives information. These relationships work both ways, so if you at some point create a case for that family member, your client will already appear linked here. And if a relative and your client share same things like address information, navigate to the current address area of the client profile or previous address area and you will see a copy from option, in which you can copy from a relative that already has that information in their profile. Besides those options, you will also see areas for a background check, which asks the yes or no questions for many of the forms, as well as affiliations and arrests, and much more. You will also see settings for adding logs, setting up reminders, and adding documents of this individual. Those will be discussed in different videos. Lastly, if you're attempting to create a business client profile, it works similar. If we go back to clicking on the plus sign and select Client and Contact, and then enter details about the business client and click on Create Contact, you'll be brought into the business client profile. You will then enter more details about the company. Proceed to enter that data. On the tabs to the right, you can enter business address information, custom fields, branch addresses, which will come in handy when creating a case, and members. For members, similar to linking a family member in the individual client profile, you can link employees and signatories. In similar fashion, you can click on Link Member, either locate or create a profile, and link with the appropriate relationship. Once linking someone as a signatory, for example, this will come in handy when building a case and selecting whose signatory information will go onto forms, which will be discussed in another video. You will also see an area for logs, reminders, and documents as well. As mentioned earlier, by creating a profile with your client's information, should we create a case and start working on forms, that information will start to populate on all forms where the client is linked, both on present cases and potential cases in the future. This concludes our video on how to create client profiles. Thank you for watching.